It's official. I have the wonderful problem of having way too much inventory. Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park. I am a part-time reseller, which means when I'm not teaching full-time, I am a high school choir teacher. I go to places like my favorite consignment store, I go to garage sales, estate sales, and I get items for as cheap as I can, primarily clothes, shoes, sometimes I'll do accessories like bags and scarves and stuff like that. And I get them for as cheap as I can, and then I sell them for as much as I can on reselling platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And I don't know what it is, but I always feel like in May, there are so many amazing sourcing opportunities. I know like maybe right at the beginning of May, my local Plato's Closet did their 70 and then 90% off sale, and then like a fill a bag sale at which I got some things. And then I stumbled across an amazing estate sale, and if you haven't seen those videos yet, I will link them down below. But all in all, I basically got over 500 pieces at that estate sale and spent so little money on those items. And then finally, one of my favorite consignment stores in the area, they were doing their annual birthday sale, and they always do a fill a bag sale. Now, I was so sad because I was actually in a different city about an hour away with my daughter for her volleyball tournament, and as we were coming home, my friend who also resells, she texted me and she was like, oh my gosh, is that place having their birthday sale today? Because I drove past and there were a ton of cars, and I was like, no, because that's where I usually source so much stuff. And she actually ended up going, and I was texting with her and I'm like, ask them if I can come even though I'm gonna get there basically as they're closing. And she was like, oh yeah, they said just come. She was like, you know, they said take your time, don't like speed or anything like that. So I raced over as carefully as I could and still managed to fill some bags. So I went that day, I went again today where they continue their birthday sale, but like each bag is even less. But because I always get so much stuff, they don't even make me like fill the little plastic bags. They just put things in garbage bags for me, and they just kind of offer me a bundled price. So I got, over the span of 2 days, 83 items for $3.79 a piece. And that really was a great deal because, as you're about to see, a lot of these items are a lot bigger. Like I got bigger boots, or I got bigger jackets or jeans. And so they were things that would have filled a lot more bags. So I'm really thankful for that deal. It's just because, you know, like I have a really good relationship with them, and even as I was checking out that first day, I just kept thanking her for letting me come in a little late. And there were a lot of other people shopping too. It's not like I was the only one at the store. And she was like, I'm never gonna forget that you helped us stay afloat during COVID. Like you came in and bought a lot of stuff from us and just, you know, was able to give us money so that we could stay afloat, and it meant a lot to them. You know, I'm glad that we were both able to benefit from that experience, and I'm glad that they still kind of hold me in high esteem because of that. But enough yapping. Let's get to the haul, because I have this entire rack. I have some sweaters down here, and I've got like 2 boxes of shoes. So you know what? Let's start with shoes. Let's start with what I got the first day, okay? And we're gonna start with what I think is pretty exciting, which is this. I think these are new. These are Bogs. They're in a women's size 6. They're called the Classic High. Bogs are a great brand, and I really only know them for their boots. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are. They're brand new. They are in a little bit smaller of a size. It doesn't even matter. I don't even care. I just sold a pair of more like sneaker looking type things from Bogs, and I sold used ones for like 60 bucks. These will for sure go over $100, and I spent in total like a little over $300 on everything. And I think just this pair of boots alone is going to pay for close to a third of, you know, the entire haul, which is insane. Yeah, they're brand new. So Bogs, if you ever see that label, it's great. These are 100% waterproof. They're just really great for like, you know, people who are dealing with water a lot. Yeah, I have not really looked up comps for any of this stuff, but I already know that that's pretty good. And the fact that they're brand new with tags, amazing. Like that is crazy. Okay, let me put these over here because this is actually from the other day. Okay, so some more boots. These are a pair of Uggs, and I don't remember what this style is called. These also, I think, are brand new. This one has the thing inside to like keep it, you know, looking good and like to hold it upright. I think these are brand new, and you can see on the bottoms too, they just haven't been worn. So I don't know, I would imagine these can go for at least $50. I will say too, the majority of this stuff is more like fall and winter appropriate, and I think that's kind of what you typically see at this sale in the summer, just because that's the stuff that they're trying to move out. They had these priced at $34.99. Let me see how much they had the clogs priced at. Oh yeah, they took the tag off, but ooh, I was very happy about those. Okay, next up I got this pair of Cole Haan boots. They're just nice like ankle boots with this little buckle. They're brown. They're in a size 7.5. They had these priced at $35. And these are the Cole Haan Grand OS. These honestly kind of look like they could be brand new too. Like, I don't know that these have been worn out. I can probably list these for at least $50, if not more. These I thought were so cool. These are actually by Talbots, I think, and these are in a size 10. Yeah, these are like an older Talbots. Like, that's the old Talbots label. I don't know if it's focusing. If you've ever seen that label, it doesn't want to show it to you. My camera apparently is not a fan. But they look kind of like duck boots almost, but this is more of like a suede upper, and then you've got this rubber side here. But yeah, these are definitely vintage, which is really cool. But again, even with them being vintage, you know what? I just found a pretty big flaw. Oh, you know what? These are not sellable. Sad. Okay, look. Do you see this cracking here? And I can literally push it in. I mean, it's a good thing I noticed that. And like I said, they're vintage, they're old. And I don't think that these were worn, but I think that they just sat around for too long. So I can't really do anything with these. But look at the bottoms. Like, brand new, but they sat around for too long. Okay, and then I'm just going to warn you, I got like 12 million pairs of sorrel boots, okay? So a lot of them are kids' boots, and basically all of these I'm just going to save until around September-ish, and then I'll list them for the fall. By the way, I feel like I have chia seeds in my teeth. If I do, I apologize. So this is sorrel pair of boots number 1. Maybe I'll have my editor, Wes, keep track of how many pairs of sorrel boots. There's another thing I'm going to have him keep track of because there's a lot of those coming up. These are in a size 5. Yeah, and I think these are kids 5. So there's that pair. These are just a pair of animal print Seychelles shoes or boots. They're in a size 8.5. Seychelles is a shoe brand often sold at Anthropologie. And I don't know, I feel like it's just a classic style of boot. It's a classic print. I think it's just all leather and stuff. I'm trying to find the information. I mean, at a minimum, I can list these for like 35, if not more. So excited about those. Again, I did not do any research on anything, but these are a pair of Peloton shoes. Like, I don't own a Peloton, but I know that in order to ride a Peloton, you have to have these shoes, and they kind of like clip into the pedals on a Peloton bike. I imagine that they're expensive. I mean, they had these priced for $54.99 at the consignment store. And again, they hardly look like they've been worn. Like, there's just not a lot of wear to them, and these are in a size 39. So I don't know how much I can list these for, but I have high hopes for those. I did get a few pairs of UGG boots. These are pretty small, and these are pretty interesting. They're more of like a leather upper. They do have the, you know, lush lining on the interior that people love, and these are a size 2 USA. So these are girls, like youth girls, but actually that means I can fit in them because I can fit into a youth too because my feet are freakishly small. Look at this cool pair of boots. Look at these. I mean, these just look expensive. They're so heavy too. The brand is Pedro Garcia. These are made in Spain. They're size 38.5. And I don't know. I just thought they were so cool. They're so chunky. I love them. Again, I did not look up comps. I just have faith that they are worth a good amount, and I am excited to make a lot of money on those. And they're in really great condition. Not a lot of wear on them at all. This is very different, but this is a pair of LL Bean hiking shoes, kind of high top. They have, let's see, they're waterproof, which I assumed. And again, look at the condition. Like, so many of these shoes, I feel like, are basically new. I don't think that these were worn out. A lot of times, especially with hiking shoes, you see a lot of like dirt and rocks and stuff on the bottom, but nothing. These are amazing. These are in a size 6.5 medium for women. So great condition on those. I'd probably list those for at least $50. This is a pair of shoes by the brand Brunate, made in Italy. I don't know very much about this brand, but they have them priced at $54.99, which makes me think that they're worth a good amount. They're in a size 38. They have kind of this like stretchy upper. They're in this nice like kind of wine color, nice chunky heel. I don't know. I don't know how much I can list those for, but I'm excited to learn. Another pair of Ugg boots. I actually ended up like even leaving Uggs behind, but these fold over. They're kind of that fabric cable knit upper as well. These are also in really great condition. I do think that these have been worn, but they're still in really good condition. And these are in a size 8. And the problem is, like at the store, they had these priced at $59.99. And I don't know, it's just, there's not a lot of people that want to buy this kind of stuff used for $59.99, you know? So I will get them for $3.79 a pair. That's a lot more reasonable. This is a pair of ankle boots from Mark Fisher. They're in a size 8.5. Just a nice brown suede. Very classic. I like the pointed toe on those. And I like this color brown. Like I thought it was a little bit brighter. It's a little interesting. I don't know. Hopefully list those for around $40. And then here is our next pair of Sorel boots. These are for little kids as well. And these are in a size 3. So I could also fit into, you know what? I might just keep these because I need winter boots. I don't have any.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Okay, so I think they look really good with my jean shorts. I think these are going to be mine. That works out perfectly, guys. Okay, wait. Do I like these or do I like the size 2s better? Wait, I do have winter boots. I'm a liar. But, oh my gosh, these are huge. These size 2 ones. Okay, I forgot though that I have boots that look exactly like this. I actually think I might keep these. Okay, I think I'll keep these ones. Are these more waterproof? Yeah, these are waterproof. Okay, I got some winter boots now, guys, and these I will go ahead and sell. Perfect. Okay, putting those over there. Let's do some clothes and then we'll go to this second box of shoes. The second box of shoes is shoes that I got today, a couple days after the sale. But let me go ahead and put these shoes back in here first.
3 hours later.
But yeah, I don't know if I said this already. I think I did. But I am going to actually just save a lot of this stuff for after the summer and list them then, like a lot of these boots, because I don't know if you remember me saying this, but I got over 500 pieces at an estate sale last weekend. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of those pieces by the end of the summer, and a lot of those pieces are pretty summery, and there are actually some winter things in that haul too. So I think because I have so much inventory, it just makes sense to get through the more springy, summery items first, and then I will, you know, get to my stockpile of more wintry items, like these sweaters I'm about to show you. So let's see, these are things that I got today, not the first day of the sale. This is Karen Kane, and this is made of acrylic nylon and spandex. It's in a size small, but I got it because of the print, and I got it because it's a mock neck, which I really, really liked. So I don't know, even if this only sells for like $25 or $30, I still think it's a good flip. I just thought it was a really cool piece. This one I might keep for myself. It is J. Crew 365, and it's in a size extra small. But it's like this long black oak duster. It's got these big pockets on the front. To be honest, and I bet my mother-in-law is watching, I'll give her first dibs if she wants to try it on. She's really into these like longer open cardigans, and she really likes neutral colors. I don't feel like I see her wear a lot of black though, so I'll have to see if she likes the black. And then the fabric, I think a lot of it was wool. It's a little bit heavier. So this is cotton and polyester and merino wool. And she's not really a fan of things that you have to dry clean. This is dry clean only, just because, you know, that's annoying, but I'll let her try this and we'll see what she thinks. And I am folding it because it is sweatery and I don't want to create those little bumpity bumps that you get from the hanger. Here's another sweater. This one is Polo Ralph Lauren. This is in a size extra large. And I don't know, Polo Ralph Lauren is honestly a pretty good bread and butter brand for me. It sells very consistently for men and for women. And this is made of wool and cashmere, which is great. Like, it is actually really soft, and it's this great red turtleneck sweater. Obviously something that I'm going to list a little bit later. I feel like it's great for the holidays. And then this is my last big sweatery thing that I got. This is J. Crew as well. This is in a size small. It's in this pink color, but I just loved this like big snowflake print. I thought that was really fun. It just kind of reminds me of like skiing and things like that. So, and it's very oversized. I thought that was really, really fun, and hopefully I can list that for a good amount. So very excited about that. Okay, let me scoot my chair back, and I'm going to show you some items that I got the very first day. So on Saturday after the volleyball tournament. This is a Talbot's piece. It is animal print, obviously. It's in a size 16W, which is why I got it, and it's kind of like a velvety material. Just a nice 3-button blazer. I don't know, I just thought it was fun. It's in a bigger size, which is always great. And with it not being so basic, I thought I would give that a shot. Okay, this one I was pretty excited by. This is by the brand Pamela McCoy. And if you look up her stuff, it can go for a good amount. And it is, I did not know this. I did not know that this is new with tags. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is wild. Yep, so this is new with tags. It doesn't have a price on it, but holy moly. So it is lined with a really, really soft faux fur. And this isn't like a super substantial jacket. It's not like it's down-filled or anything like that. It's just that Pamela McCoy stuff can go for a good amount. I have a feeling this by itself could pay for another third of this haul. So I was very excited to see that I could get this for, what is it, $3.79. And then are just many pairs of pants and jeans. And I'll show you some of them, but I basically got like, okay, and this is where I want my editor to do a count of how many pairs of jeans I got by this brand. But basically, some man out there had a bunch of AG Adriano Goldschmied jeans that he just needed to offload. Maybe he changed sizes or something. I don't know. So these are in a size 38 by 34, and they're the Everett. It is a slim straight jean, and the fabric is made in Japan. And I don't know, there's something about Japanese denim that people go crazy over. So what I want to do right now is I want to look up these jeans and just see, because I think most of them are the Everett. I want to see how much these are going for. I didn't even check at the store. I know that they're a good brand. They do move a lot slower now than they used to, but when I knew I was going to be getting them for so cheap, I was like, let me just get them because I was in a rush. All right, so AG, Adriano Goldschmied, Everett jeans. We're going to look in the men's category. So some people have them listed at like $90. Some people have them listed at $75, $17, $69, $30. They're all over the place. So now let's look at some solds. I see some that have sold for $36. These aren't really jeans though. These are, yeah, that's more of like a trouser pant. So all over the place. I am going to, this one sold for $36. I think I'll probably list mine for $40. All of mine for $40, and hope to get anywhere between $30 and $40 for them. So this is pair number 1. This is pair number 2, also in the same size. I don't know, I feel like the colorway is exactly the same. This is a pair number 3. This is the Everett as well. Very similar colorway, if not the same. Same size, 38 by 34. This is the same thing, fabric made in Japan. This one is in a size 38 by 33. So he got taller after he wore these. These are not the same thing. These are Levi's, and these, oh my gosh, could I wear these? What are you? These are Levi's. They're the 501 skinnies. Oh, they're like for men. 27 by 28. I mean, men or women could wear those, but yeah, really great condition. Probably list these for like $35. This is, I think, another pair of Everett AG Adriano Goldschmied. These are a 40 by 32, so these are a very different size. This is a pair of AG Adriano Goldschmied. These are a size 40 by 33. The size just keeps changing. This person grows in the waist and in inseam. These, I was actually going to see if my husband wanted. I don't think that he will. He's not like a huge fan of big prints like this. They're just swim trunks for men in a size medium. They're Nike, but I feel like, you know, swim trunks always do so well for me, especially on platforms like eBay as we get into the summer, because they're very expensive if you get them retail, and people are always looking for a deal. This is Adriana Goldschmied, but these are the Marshall. These are a slim trouser. These are in a size 38R. Yeah, just a nice pair of khakis. I don't like to pick up these kinds of things, but because, you know, they were going to be cheap and because it was a good brand, I was like, okay, fine. Get out. Okay. This is a pair of Levi's, I'm pretty sure. Yep, these are the 517 in a size 36 by 30. Nice black pair. There's like a few kind of stain type things. I think they'll come out in the wash, but you can see they had them folded like down the center. This, I think, is another, nope, this is American Eagle. They are just a nice darker wash. The original straight. They got Airflex Plus. And these are in a 32 by 32. I'll probably list these for like $25 or $30. This is a pair of jeans by Bonobos. I have not sold anything or even like sourced anything by this brand for a while. This is in a size 34 by 30. I just thought I'd give it a try. And the jeans actually looked really nice. Like, you know, they look very classy, so I was like, okay, I'll try it. No idea how much those could sell for. Another pair of black Levi's. These are the 505 in a 38 by 30. I'm pretty sure that they belong to the same person who owned the other pair of black Levi's. This is Paige jeans in a size 40. Nice, super dark wash jean, as you can see. I did check to see if there was any puckering at the crotch, because a lot of times for the women's Paige jeans, at least, there's always so much puckering. And I honestly don't really pick up Paige jeans for women anymore, but for men, they still do okay for me. This is another pair of the Everett AG Adriana Goldschmied jeans. These are in a 42 by 33. So yeah, I mean, this person liked the Everett style jean and bought them in every shade and size imaginable. This is AG Adriana Goldschmied size 40R. I don't see a style name on this one, but I bet it's the Everett. So nice gray pair of jeans. As you can see, I went crazy in the men's section, mainly too because I have so much women's stuff right now because of that estate sale haul. There were a few men's pieces that I got at the estate sale as well, but the majority of it was women's. And so I kind of made a beeline when I got to this estate sale for the men's section, just to kind of round out my closet a little bit better, or like my reselling business a little bit better. This is a pair of Levi's. The style is 559. These are in a size 42 by 34. I feel like the bigger sizes can do really well for Levi's. Honestly, all Levi's. Another pair of AG Adriana Goldschmied, except these are the Tellus. They are a modern slim fabric, still made in Japan. And these are in a 40 by 34. Not really sure what's super different about these, but glad to have another style. We're almost done with the jeans, guys. I know it's like so boring to just see like 8 million pairs of jeans. Another pair of Adriana Goldschmied. These are the Everett. And these ones are in a size 40 by 32. And this is the Graduate style from AG Adriana Goldschmied. And these are in a 38 by 34. So I think those are all of the jeans that I got the very first day that I went to this Consignment store's birthday sale. They were just all next to each other, and I was just like grabbing and throwing over my arm, grabbing and throwing over my arm. Like, this was what I was doing for like 5 minutes straight in the men's section. It was pretty wild and pretty great. This is a Pendleton piece. It's in a women's size 3X. And I actually have so much Pendleton from the estate sale. That was clearly one of the women's favorite brands. And so I figure, especially in a larger size, I think it'll do pretty well. It's made of 100% merino wool. I actually really like this shade of blue. I thought this embroidery was really pretty, and I just think someone will really enjoy having this. I'll probably save this to list as we get closer to the fall, but I thought that was really pretty. I don't know how much to list that for. Probably I'll start it around like $50 or something. Okay, this one I wanted to look up, so give me a moment.
3 days later.
Okay, so I don't know that I've ever found this brand before. I know that it can do really well. I think this dress is not going to be like that exciting. The brand is Karen Millen, which is a pretty expensive brand. It's in a size, it's a petite, and it's in a size US 12, which is a great size. It is a real wrap dress, so you can see it like opens up. There's like this tie that you wrap around the center. I feel like wrap dresses are just universally flattering. There's also like this little button loop, and you can close it on this beautiful gold button right here. I don't know, dresses by Karen Millen, and I searched on Poshmark Karen Millen wrap dress, and I'm just looking at all sizes. But they can go, let's see, there are some that sold for like $50, $45, $35, $60, like all over the place, right? So I think with this one, I don't think it's made of anything super special. Like there are some that are 100% silk that obviously are going to do a little bit better. This is 100% viscose, but I still think I should be able to list it for a minimum of $50. I was just excited to find the brand for the first time, and I'm very excited to list this. And I'll definitely list this a little sooner than later because I think you can wear it in the spring and even in the summer, and the bottom is kind of ruffly, so I thought that was really pretty and I was very excited about that. This is definitely more of a fall winter dress. I probably need to fold this one so it doesn't get the little sweater bumps, but I don't really know the brand. The brand is Jameson. I don't know if that is anything, but it's made of 70% wool and 30% cashmere. It just felt really good, and I really liked kind of the batwing sleeves on it and the gray and the black. I just thought it was really interesting, and so I picked that one up. And even if I, sell it for like $25 or something, I think that that's still a win. I love me a good sweater dress, which is what that is. This is by the brand Endura. This is from the men's section. I actually looked this up because I thought I had heard something about this brand. I've never sourced it before. And when I looked up comps while there, they were pretty good. So let me filter again. Hold on. When I just look at basic like short sleeve shirts by this brand, they go for like $26, $25. There's like some cycling things, there's like fishing things, there's like jerseys, they call them. I don't know, I think this is more of a base layer. Like I see a base layer that sold for $24. Yeah, so I mean, I think $20 to $30. I kind of just wanted to try it. If you know anything about this brand, definitely let me know. But yeah, I thought I would see what happens. I feel like I just generally like sourcing for men, and I wanted to see how this did because I don't have any experience with it, and if it was a good brand, then I would know to pick it up in the future. This is one of my favorite bread and butter brands. It just does really well for me. It's Tommy Bahama, and this is Tommy Bahama Island Zone. I actually just sold a pair of Tommy Bahama shorts today for $25. This one feels really lightweight. I don't think it's linen though. Let's see what it's made out of. This is Pima cotton and polyester, and it's in a size large. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was very summery looking. I just wanted to see how it would do. If it sold for $25, I would be thrilled. This is another new to me brand. The brand is Ash and Erie. And when I looked up comps, they were pretty good. It's a great flannel shirt. It feels really good. It also is so confusing to me because, okay, it's in a size extra small, which I guess makes sense. I was going to say, it kind of feels girly. Like, I don't know. It like feels more like a feminine cut, but if it's a men's extra small, I guess that makes sense. But it feels really good. I think comps were like at least $40, $50 if I remember correctly. It's just cotton rayon, tencel, and acrylic, but yeah, I don't know. It caught my eye. You guys know I hate button-up shirts like this, but it was worth it after looking at comps to pick it up. This is Peter Millar, another button-up shirt, but it's a good brand. I should be able to sell it for at least $25 to $35. They actually had it priced at $33.99 at their store. It's in a size extra large. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I also picked up this French Connection jacket. This is a men's jacket. French Connection is a brand that retails for a lot. It doesn't resell for that much, and I feel like I tend to sit on it, but I don't know. I thought this was a really cool, very like, what is it? Very universal jacket. Like every male needs a jacket like this. It's in a size extra large as well, which is a great size. They only had this priced at $24.99. I would price it for at least $50, and we would see what happens. All right, and then the last thing I'll show you in the clothes for now, and then we'll come back to clothes after we get through this second box of shoes, is this two-piece outfit. I never pick up stuff by this brand. The brand is Bebe, I don't know how you pronounce it. This was a staple in the 90s. But this is the top. It's like this cropped top, and it's got like openings right at the shoulder blades and then on the back as well. And it's like this jersey knit material, and it's got this matching skirt. I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun. It's in a size small. I could never wear this, but I just thought it was kind of fun, and I actually think it will do okay. I feel like the matchy look is super in right now, you know, whether it's for athletic wear or, you know, you're seeing a lot of like monochrome outfits, even like on the red carpet and stuff, or just like for events. So I thought this would be really cool to just try for $3 and what is it? 79 cents. Why not? Let's do some more shoes and then we'll finish out with the clothes. And I'll start with this pair of House of Harlow boots. These are House of Harlow 1960, which is their diffusion line, so it's not quite as exciting had I found just regular House of Harlow. This is Nicole Richie's clothing and accessories line. Let me make sure that it's 1960. Yeah, it's the 1960 line. But man, check out the heels on this thing. Like this stiletto heel is not for the faint of heart. It's got great gold hardware, a nice side zip. I don't know. It's like, I thought they were very fun. I don't know if they're new. No, they've been worn, but it comes with the box. They're in a size European 39.5, and they are the Leslie Calf black calf boots. So great to have all that information with the box. I remember seeing these shoes the first day when I went on Saturday, and I was like, I don't know what these are, so I don't know if I want to get them. I just saw this. I just saw this T, and I was like, I don't even know how to look that up. And then today, they were still there, and they had them priced at $44.99, which is kind of high for them, for that consignment store. So I was like, well, let me look around and see if there's more information. So then, on the back of the shoe, I saw this, where it says 1000 Fell. And so I looked that up. Let me look it up again. 1000 Fell shoes. And the same pair of 1000 Fell shoes is listed right now for $79 on Poshmark. These are a men's shoe. Some of them are listed for $45. So there's two pairs listed, one for $45, one for $79. And then if I look, actually, let me see if I changed it to all sizes. Actually, they might be women's. Now I'm seeing some for women. I took off the search for just my size. So, okay, now I'm seeing women's. They're listed for like 70. I'm seeing some for 55. I'm seeing some for 69, 65. So it seems like generally listed around like $60 to $80. Now let's look at solds. These have sold for 63. Okay, a lot of new with tags ones. 36, 40, 51, kind of all over the place, but it was a new brand. I was like, I've never heard of this before. Let me try them. And for them being white shoes, they've been worn, but they're in good condition. So I don't know. I'm always down to try a new brand. Very excited about that. All right, here's another pair of Sorel boots. These ones are in amazing condition, actually. Oh my gosh, look at. Have these been worn? I think that someone got these for their kid. Like they feel really good because this fur lining, this feels really nice. It feels like it just hasn't really been worn. There is some wear on the Velcro straps, but I don't know. I feel like someone got these for their kid, just kind of kept it in their closet, and then they never got around to wearing it. Where I live, sometimes we have crazy snow, and then some winters it barely snows at all. Waterproof, I'd probably list those for at least $35. This is a pair of Free People heels or wedges. It's like that gilded look. And I actually got a pair of Free People shoes the last time at the sale that did really, really well for me. I don't know that these will do quite as well. These are in a size 36, made in Portugal. Again, love the pointed toe. I just love the very like boho look of these. I don't know how to price them. Okay, I just thought these were interesting. These might be mine. These are like slip-on Nike sneakers. Like what in the what? I didn't know these were a thing. I thought they were just so cute. They're in a size 6 for women. Look, they fit me perfectly. But it's like the look of a sneaker, but the comfort of a slip-on. Like, that's pretty amazing, right? I think these are mine. They actually had these priced pretty high. They had them priced at $39.99, so maybe I look them up first and just make sure they're not worth like $1 bajillion. And if they are, I'm gonna guess I have to sell them, because do I need these in my life? Absolutely not. But do I want them? I do. They're kind of cool. Okay, this is a pair of shoes by the brand Mercanti. Fiorentini, made in Brazil. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're actually any good or not. I think they're like a driving loafer. They had them priced at $33.99, which is high for that store. And they are in a size 9.5. I don't know anything about them. I'm going to just try them out. I paid $3.79 for them. So, okay. I don't know if I needed to get this. Probably not. This is a pair of pumps, black pumps. I don't even know if they're real leather or not. Let's see. And I got them. Oh, they are real leather. I got them because they're by the brand Y-O-U, by Crocs. Did you know that they had a line called U and that they make like pumps like this? So I was like, you know what? I need to try it. I need to see how this does. I have sold like wedges and heels by Crocs, not this U by Crocs, but like they looked very crocky, you know, like they had like the rubber exterior and everything. I have sold heels by them for like over $100 before. So I just, you know, wanted to try these out and see if they were of that same vein. Okay, this is crazy. So these are by the brand John Richmond. Let me show you. John Richmond. I'm fairly certain that these are brand new because look at the bottom of the shoe. They are very white. They are sequined. So they've got this like sequin upper. They're very chunky. And these were comping for like over $100. So I think these by themselves are also going to pay for a third of the haul. And these are in a size, it looks like 35. 35. Yeah. They had these priced at $54.99. Yeah, I'm excited to see what these can do. I'm not surprised that they didn't sell in my town. I don't know who would be walking around wearing something like this. There's like a tag in here. I don't know what store it's from, but at that store they were on sale for like $179. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to try out this brand. I've never even heard of this brand or tried it out before, but we shall see what happens with those. These are very boring. These are just a pair of flats by the brand Anu. It's kind of like a comfort brand. Yeah, they're just, you know, a pair of slip-ons. And these are in a size 8.5. Probably won't go for more than like 25, but that's okay. Same with these. These are by the brand House. Again, I'd be lucky to get around 25 for these, which is fine with me. You know, you fill your store with a few bangers and then the rest of it really is kind of bread and butter. And these are 11, which is great actually. It's hard to find shoes in larger sizes. This is a pair of shoes by the brand Born, another great bread and butter brand. Probably list these for 35, hope to get anywhere close to 25. They are so interesting. They have the look of like an Oxford, but they're just a lot more like intense, I feel like. The bottoms actually look very Doc Martens-y, you know? A blue suede upper. Oh my god, they're very heavy. I need to put them down. I worked out my arms today and they're like, please stop lifting heavy things. Look how cute! These are a pair of little kid Tevas? I don't know. And I love the color on them and I just think they're so cute. These are in a size 11. I wish I had a little one who could wear these. They're so darling. I got another cute pair of kids' shoes. These are little Nikes. These are the Sun-Dry, is it Sun-Dry? Sunray sandals. They just have this big flap here, this big Velcro strap, and this black and pink colorway. Super cute. I mean, they're not going to go for very much, but also they're going to be so insanely easy to list. They're just a few pictures when you're good to go. This is Abeo.
Sally fabulous, he ali above.
I have sold this brand before. It actually does pretty well. I should be able to list these at least for $50. Just a nice pair of gray leather boots. They're a little beat up, maybe closer to 40, but just a little bit of wear on the exterior, and other than that, they're in great shape. Another pair of boots. This is Cole Haan as well. Grand OS, size 9B. Again, in a nice brown leather. They've got some straps and a buckle on the side. Nice stacked wooden heel. Probably list those around 40 or 50. Another pair of Sorels. These are in a size 5, and I think that's a women's 5. Definitely we'll just go ahead and list these. Nice gray colorway. Those are in really good condition. I actually found 2 pairs of these Vince like slide-on shoes. The other one was kind of like in like a gold colorway, but that one had a scratch on the exterior, so I ended up leaving those behind. These were in really great condition, and these are in a size, oh, I kind of want these for myself too. They're in a size 6.5. Okay, thankfully they're a little too big for me. I have a pair of Vince slides. They are like black velvet, and I used to wear them pretty frequently. I don't really wear them anymore. I feel like I should just sell them, but you know, just nice easy shoes to put on. And then just a couple more pairs of shoes here. This is such a bread and butter brand. The brand is Clark's Artisan, and you know, it's not the most exciting brand, but I thought that these shoes were pretty fun. They're very boho, nice kind of red color, great like leather work. Like you can see all of that leather, and there's some embroidery there, nice little wedge, so they're comfortable, but you know, they got some style to them. They got some stuff going on. Probably list those around $35. And then my last pair of shoes, I have not picked up this brand in a while. You probably know what these are. These are Danskos, and these have like a almost corduroy exterior. They're so interesting. But I picked them up because they're not like your basic black or brown Dansko. These are Dansko vegan. They're in a size 40. And they're just fun. I don't know. I feel like I can list these for like 40 or 50 bucks. They're so interesting. So those are all of the shoes. And now let's get into the clothes that I picked up today. So first thing that I got was this little schoolgirl skirt. This is just from Hollister. It's the ultra high-rise skirt in a size small. I am fairly certain that something like this will just sell on Depop. I'm not looking to get very much out of it, but it didn't really take up a lot of space in my bag. That was the main thing I was thinking, and I was like, yeah, it'll be really easy to take pictures of and list. I thought I would try that out. This is an interesting piece. So another like velour, velvety type piece. The brand is Come Ca-ism. I had never seen this before, which is one of the reasons I wanted to look into it. It's a Japanese brand, and I just thought it had a very almost like military look to it, and some of their pieces were going for a good amount, so I thought I would just try it out. Even if I only get like 35 for it, that's still pretty cool. This next piece I'm actually going to show my daughter, because part of me wonders if she would want to wear this to school next year or like in the fall. It's Hollister again. It's a size extra small. She has an Athleta coat similar to this that's actually much warmer that I gave her, that I had gotten at this same consignment store for myself. We are now at the stage where we really are the same size. I'm a little like thicker than her. She's actually a little taller than me, but she can fit into the majority of my stuff. It's cool, but also very annoying. And my husband, who does the majority of the laundry in our home, just like doesn't know what to do with clothes. He's like, I don't know whose this is. And it's a struggle, but yeah, I don't know if she'll want this. And if not, even if I were to sell it, I think I could get at least 50 bucks for it. It's not like very heavy duty at all. It's got this like very lightweight lining to it, but you know, it's a nice coat. It's Hollister. Yeah, 40, 50 bucks on that. This is Chico's. I only get Chico's now if it is in a bigger size and if it's like pretty interesting, which this checked. Oh no. Well, there's a little bit of pilling here. That's okay. But this is in a Chico size 2, which is the equivalent of like a large, extra large, something like that. But I thought it was like a fun jacket. It's a little bit longer in length. We'll see how that does. Hoping to get around maybe like 35 for that. This is for me as well. I feel like every year I get at this particular birthday sale, I get like snow pants for myself and my kids. And when we went outside this winter to play in the snow, I could have sworn that I had snow pants that would fit me, but I did not because my daughter took them. So I found this pair of Columbia sweatpants in a women's size small, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna grab these too because apparently we need more. So I just wanted to be prepared for the winter time. So that will go with my new Sorrel boots. Okay, these I probably didn't need to get, but that's okay. This is a pair of pull-on pants by Zara. They were, are you new with tags? Oh my gosh, I thought they were new with tags. That's why I got them. They might not even be new with tags. Annoying. They had this little thing, so I thought they were new with tags, but I actually think that the tag is not there. They're in a size large. You know, they're just fun, like pull-on pants in like a crazy striped print. They'll probably sell for like $15. This is probably the worst pickup of the day thus far, but I don't know, they're kind of fun. They're very wide leg. They're actually very good for like a vacation. They're kind of like cruisy. I don't think they're made out of linen or anything. If they were made out of linen, that would be a little bit better. Let's see. These are made out of viscose and polyester. Yeah, they didn't feel linen-y at all. They're very lightweight, but I really didn't need to get these. Okay, that's all right. And then I got this pair of Spanx with like an ankle zip. Spanx has slowed down quite a bit for me. I think that they do better in the larger sizes, and this is in a size large. So I thought I would just try these out. Again, even if they only sell for $25, I am okay with that. This one I actually got for my daughter because she's super into like onesies, but I think this is a men's small. So this is a like long john from J. Crew, and it's a size small, but I think it's a men's small. There's no way this is a women's small. It's just kind of silly and kind of fun. Oh my god, there are buttons on the butt. I don't... Okay, this is clearly a men's because also there's like a little like boxer brief. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so as you can see, it's just like a one-piece pajama. My daughter cannot wear this, but I thought that was really fun. We'll see if anyone wants it and how much it can go for. This is a new with tags Talbot's piece in a size extra large, so you know I had to get it. This was priced at $159. It is really pretty though, actually. It's got like this fringe trim on the bottom. The print is really beautiful. I don't know, if I could even get like $50 out of that, that'd be pretty cool. This obviously I'm not going to list until after the summer, but this is a coat by Cole Haan. It's got these great buckle buttons on the front. It's got great gold hardware, and it's in a size 8. It does have this hood with probably faux fur. Again, it's not going to go for a huge amount, but even if I just made like $50 on that, that would be great. This I got for myself. It's a Free People. I think it's a We the Free. Just like oversized top in a nice like heathered purple. I'll just throw that in my little section right there. And this is Joie, which is not, you know, it's expensive, but for whatever reason, it doesn't resell for very much. This is in a size extra small, but it is, I think it's like wool and cashmere, if I'm not mistaken. Wool acrylic alpaca, that's what it is. And it's just like this fringy kind of boho looking vesty shawl situation. Even if I get like $35 for that, I'm happy with that. This is Logo by Lori Goldstein. I just picked this up because I think it can do pretty decent in larger sizes. It's very login looky. It's got like the big pockets on the side. Even if I get $25 for that, I'd be pretty happy. That's in a size large. This is a T by Talbot's dress. It is a nice neutral gray, and it's in a larger size, which is why I got it. It is in a size extra large. If I could get $25 to $35 for this, I would be pretty happy with that. And finally, we have this beautiful vintage, it's Papel Boutique, which I think is that Adriana Papel. It's 100% silk, but then it's all this beautiful beading. I don't know how to price this. I'm hoping I can price it for at least $50. I have low battery, so I'm going to finish this off by saying if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to see what I got for so very little. Like $3.79 is pretty great for these wonderful pieces. I'm hoping to make some good money on them. And if you want to see how these things sell, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can watch my upcoming What Sold videos where I outline everything that sells for me in the span of a week. And hopefully you can see some of these awesome pieces pop up in those videos very soon. So let me know how sourcing has been going for you lately down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!